You a little uppy. No. A little bit. There we go. Maybe if we just do like this. Figure out just the right. Meh. Hey, how is everybody doing? I'm trying to do my setup maybe over here. I actually have a little bit more room. Hi, how is everybody? Okay, maybe that will be okay. Oh, there we go. Switch it to all. How are you all? Hi, Steve. Hi, Lori. Hi, T. How is everybody this late night and early morning on Wednesday? On a Wednesday. Oh, man. Thank you, Lori. Does anybody recognize who I have out right now? Who we got? Who is this handsome dude? He's all chill here. It's kind of funny, depending on the side of the room we have him in. Oh, yeah, he's cute. Oh, now you... hey, that's good. Like, easy day at work. We won't complain about that. Yo! Oh, we're getting close to 7,000 subscribers. Yay! You're still learning? Oh, you're still learning your job? This guy, he is Jethro Mac Boating. He's pretty awesome. I like this guy a lot. He's so cool. He's being a little shy right now. What are you looking at? It's getting you all... He's like, hi. Let's try to see what that looks like. Well, yeah. Because I feel like, especially when they're in their resting colors, they look pretty similar. This is... No, I got what you're saying. Now I do. This is Jethro Mac Boating. It would really take you to see him next to like his dad, and then you'll notice the little differences. Well, I say little, and I think when I actually look at them that they're pretty noticeable, like the differences. But of course, that's me. These guys do change their color. It's based on mood and temperature. Red. How are you? Hey, JVT. I am in the St. Louis, Missouri area. Because the spider decided to make a little webby on my ring light. No, you cannot. Well, thank you. Charlene, you're like, oh my god. How are you, Pun Kitty? Well, thank you. Thank you, Sunflower. Oh, look at him. He's going to be... Yep, Jethro's about to shed again. You can see that ashier look on him. Oh, YouTube. Oh, do you? You would like that? No, but you guys, Cade's, oh my god, I gotta show you an awful video of Cade's, of his Escalade. Springfield, Missouri got like torn up by hail. All right, so let's. I feel he was at work, man. It's so bad. None of the little spiders on my phone. Okay. I don't want you on my phone, little spider. Like, you don't need to be on my phone. Okay, hold on. Let me find the video. That's hail. It's not raining. The hail is knocking the leaves down. Hold on. No, this little spider. It's not a jumping spider. He's like literally making a web like where my phone's at. No, go away. You can't make a web here. Sorry, dude. We're not going to make a web like over the camera. You know, that was... So yeah, I was knocking his windows out. And then, hold on. This is the inside of it. Oh, wait, hold on. That's all glass. That's all glass. It's shattered. No, I'll show you a picture of the hail. This is now ping pong ball size hail. What would you say that is? The spider came back! Jake, yeah, so his is totaled. This was his business, his friend's Corvette. You kind of see it in the... Yeah, here's some more hail from the hail that went down. So, dude, could you even... And then, so he was looking, so all the leaves, that's inside of his SUV. That's his daughter's, like, but all that's glass. No, he's on my phone. He's trying, he's like, ah, the spider. And then I think, is this the part where he goes and he shows the mirror? And knocked off his side view mirrors. Busted everything through. Yeah. All that just destroyed, like, there's dents. And you know what's so, look, that's from the freaking side view. Oh, you just Dunskies. Done. But, no, you're right. But he goes, dude, because he worked really hard to be able to get that, you know? He worked really hard in life to be able to get that. And so, like, about a month and 5 days ago, a turkey buzzard, when he was driving back, flew into the side of it and busted the door, like a huge turkey buzzard. So he just got it back 2 days ago when he was driving into work this morning. He goes, because he was so happy to be back in his normal ride, right? And he's like, he goes, thank you, Jesus, for blessing me with my SUV. And then that happened. So I was like, oh. Like, oh, yeah, that was no joke. You're right. It was just, I didn't hurt the spider. I literally just, Dude, it's rough. But, I mean, can you even... Hey, Mr. Goddamn, how are you? I think I'm going to put Jethro up. Oh, no shit. We're really late there. There we go. How is everybody? What? That's so funny, T. Oh, really? An emu did? No way, Charlene. That's sad. I hope. Red, I hear you there. That's kind of like what he was like. He just got his truck back. I don't know that anybody I like people wise got hurt. I don't know, but that was Springfield has never had hail like that. But that is this one's Jethro Mac Boating. He's a Panther Chameleon. He's a yellow body blue bar. He's cute. I love his gular. Look at the colors on his gular. I hate saying that word. There, you know, I think they just, I forgot what the debate was. I think the Springfield from The Simpsons is it? It's not Missouri. I forgot what state they officially said that they were from. Thank you. I'm going to put him up. I'm going to get a different one out. So he is almost a year old. Like, he's a Cinco. He was born on May 6th. Yeah, he was born on May 6th last year. So he's almost a year old. Those are his resting colors. Those were Jethro's resting colors. Well, you can get one from me, maybe. Ha ha ha. You know, I breed. I do breed Panther Chameleons. I'm gonna get. Let's see. Dude, was it Oregon? Oh, there was. I don't know if I took a screenshot of it or not, but there was a lot just in the St. Louis area the other day too. A lot. Ooh, I think Redline wants to. Does Redline want to come out? Oh, you were just. Do you need help? Come on, old man. Do you need? This is my first chameleon. This is Redline. He's 6 years old. Hi, buddy. Here, I'll help you get to whatever you're trying to get to. Oh, come on, buddy. I will help you. I got you. Okay. He's there. He's there now. You want him? These are not dangerous. They're not dangerous. Maybe to your wallet if you end up like me and like get a whole bunch. But if you're a responsible individual, not even really to your wallet after your initial investment purchase. Oh yeah, nah, Redline's not venomous. He is an old fart. He's my first reptile actually. He's in the middle of a shed. So that's why we got awkward boy here. He shed his feet recently. So when they're full grown like this and they start to do partial body sheds, it gets kind of humorous because like he shed his 4 feet, not even half his tail. Now the rest is starting to shed. Then he shed his eyeballs, and now he's starting to shed the rest of him. Who's a responsible person to begin with? I mean, what is that question? He's awesome. Redline's super cool. I know. Doesn't he fun, kitty? Yeah, Panther Chameleons are not venomous. Trust me. I love animals. I love reptiles. But your girl does not want, like, the government just to be able to, like, show up at my house whenever they feel like it, essentially. So your girl's never going to get into hot, venomous I'm not doing it. I don't want to have to get permits and license, which also then allows the state to be like, huh, we're going to come and she make sure everything's set up correctly, young lady. Make sure all of the stuff's proper. Because if that's what, sure, that sounds all fine and dandy, but there's nightmare stories about them like misidentifying species. Yeah. Anywho. He probably did just smile. Sean, I try not to handle them when they're like little babies, like except for like the brief like putting them in their enclosure from when they hatch. But about like a month or so, I might a little bit here and there, but this guy, I did not produce him. Oh, that's so cool. And whoa. Wolverines live that long? This is real. His name is Redline. He's 6 years old. He is an ambilobi locale, and I know you can't really see because Homeboy looks like it's Halloween time for him, and he's in a costume, but he's a really pretty red color. He is. But here's the thing. The average lifespan in captivity for males is about 5 to 7 years. However, in the wild, they only live a year or two on average because they get taken out by predators so often that dry season, so that happens, that takes them out. Parasites are also an issue. So there wasn't really too much to base like how long they could live for. Because in captivity, for the most part, with even decent husbandry, they were living longer. However, I have talked to several people who have had males that are 10 years or older, and I had a female that passed away when she was 6. So, and females are 2 to 4 years on average, I should clarify. So I do think we'll start to see their lifespan increase a bit as more keepers implement proper husbandry. Oh, 100% JVT. So example would be fogging. So that was a controversial topic. When I first got into keeping chameleons, I would say it was like half and half. People were fogging and half were not. Some were like, that will kill your chameleon. It won't if it's done properly. But in Madagascar at night, like fog will roll in. It almost looks like smoke. It's so thick, and they're getting all that fog every night. So that was, people started implementing fogging at night. And then the misting is more so to provide them water droplets to drink at dusk and dawn. And also bee pollen. So in the wild, they eat a lot of pollinator insects, bees, wasps, butterflies. Think of things that are up in the trees or in shrubs that they would be in. And so what that means is that they're eating pollinators, a lot of pollinator type of insects. That means that a lot of times they're going to be indirectly ingesting bee pollen. So when I got into keeping chameleons, that was already a pretty common part of husbandry. But those who have been keeping chameleons for decades, they all say that they notice a big difference in longevity and even in the coloration. So with bee pollen, I mix it up with my calcium supplement that I dust on the bugs, and I gut load my bugs with bee pollen. This is a Panther Chameleon. No, he's 6 and shedding. He's just like, think of his feet shed. Thank you. My name is Brittany. I priority overnight ship anywhere in the U.S. except for Hawaii and Alaska. And we are in the St. Louis, Missouri area. All right, I'm going to put him back. See which one of the boys want to come out. So back you go, Redline. Who else? Oh, that's cool, Ronald. I think those are pretty awesome animals. John Gotti is huge. Does Johnny boy want to come out? I see you starting to act a fool. Do you really think you're going to get to the babies? On what planet, sir, do you think I would even let you... Oh, look at the angry face. Why are you looking mad? Because I'm not going to let you eat babies? I'm not going to let you eat babies. So you need to give it up. You just need to give it up. Like, you're not going to get to go and eat the babies. So you need to quit climbing down here. Because you're not going to push it open and get to the babies. It's just not how it's going to work, Goober. It's not going to... No, you're not... No. No, it's not. I don't, I just, my adult ones are ones I'm keeping. I've never sold an adult one. I can't say it's something I would never ever do, but that's not typically what I do. Yeah, he's also shedding. This is John Gotti. He is one of my male Ambilobi Panther Chameleons. He's considered a red body blue bar. We got a lot of his babies that will be ready here soon. I move my hand away a minute. Oh, do you not like my bracelets? Sorry, homie. You didn't like my bracelets? Oh, he didn't like the bracelets, so there we go. Okay. I guess I normally don't wear those bracelets, huh? Yes, Charlene, all of her Panther. A good amount of my mods have chameleons from me. Danny, Charlene, Mary. Isn't he pretty? He's, I guess he'll be 3 years old this year. Yee, look at Johnny. I named all the Mafia member names I did. I named Kenny Powers, Redline. So Gambino, Big Polly, John Gotti I named, Redline, Mr. Meeseeks, Kenny Powers. Maui was named on a chat. Helix was... I think we named Helix also in the chat. I do... How? So priority overnight shipping, and people are like, well, you put them in the mail. It's more complicated than that. Okay, so I have to go to a FedEx hub that will actually overnight ship live animals. That's not everyone. So I have to drive an hour. I live in the country though, so that's, if you don't live in the rural area, you'll usually have a FedEx hub closer to you. So mine's like closer to St. Louis. And then you all have to go to the hub and pick them up yourself as well. They don't go on the delivery truck. They're not delivered to your door. And they are priority overnight, which that means they go on the airplane ride. So you have to use, like I use Redline Shipping. There's different companies that work directly with FedEx to ship reptiles and invertebrates, fish even. And you are provided with shipping material that is meant to ship them as well. And you have to have like certain document like Lacey Act, which that just states on the outside of the box what is actually in there, along with the tracking number and everything. And so it's not a dangerous animal, so it's not venomous or anything. And then yeah, so the thing is, some breeders, and I would not recommend breeders that do this, but some breeders will ship them to your door. But that is one of the causes of DOAs, dead on arrival, because basically when they're getting shipped to your door, they're going on the FedEx truck. And you don't know how they're driving. Think of the guy from Toy Story 1 in the pizza delivery truck. You know what I'm talking about? You don't want that to happen. And on top of like possible irresponsible driving, you can have the best FedEx driver in the world, and that doesn't prevent an idiot driver on the road that causes an accident. So you don't want any of that. So it's because he's not changing color, because they changed their coloration based on mood and temperature. So he's in his resting colors right now. We were lied to, okay? You were lied to, he was lied to, she was lied to, your mama was lied to, your brother, your sister. We are all lied to. I was lied to. I thought that chameleons changed colors based on whatever they were touching too. I did, until I got into chameleons. And then I realized how bad we were just straight up lied to and just deceived. It's not true. They're liars. Disney's lying. Yes, Lala. It's not an octopus, although it works. It's similar how they change their color. It's not exactly the same. But I want to say because of octopi, I'm just saying that like because I know that's how you say it. I think that's part of the reason that people thought that the chameleons changed color like that. Yeah, Joe's like, that's it. Let's pull up on Disney, yo. They don't hear. They don't. So if you look at them, they don't have ear holes. They don't have an ear canal. They have a very primitive eardrum, but the way that they hear is vibrations. So if you think of how these creatures live in the wild, so if we're living in a tree, being able to be very sensitive to the vibration, the movement of something is very beneficial because that helps you with prey and it helps you be aware of predators that might be trying to sneak up on you. I believe even the fluttering of bird wings, they can pick that up. Birds are their biggest predator in the wild. So when he fires up, the blue gets brighter. You know what? I'll just show you a picture of him fired up. It is up to them. I can't make them change their color, and I could get another male out, but I don't really do that all that often just because, you know, I don't want to purposely just antagonize them with it. So, but this is what John Gotti looks like when he's fired up. That's red body blue bar. So he's in his resting colors. He's got some really gorgeous blues on him and his red's darker. But when he fires up, so it's not that they're mad. Typically, it's not because they're mad. That is their response from seeing another male panther chameleon. That's the biggest reason why they'll do that. Unless they're Mr. Meeseeks, my Abanja. Now, Mr. Meeseeks, yes, he's pissed off because Mr. Meeseeks has only done that when he was pissed off because I woke him up. So this one's not available. He was my most expensive Ambilobi Panther Chameleon. He was, before shipping, $700. This coloration tends to be a bit pricier with Ambilobi. So Ambilobi locale, your average is going to be like $500 to $700. This coloration tends to be on the higher end because it is a naturally occurring color. It's not as common in the wild. It does happen in the wild. I actually just saw pictures of a gorgeous wild caught red body blue bar who looked very similar to stunning. Like, that's going to be an amazing addition to a breeding project to get completely new genetics that is not related to anything here and to help prevent inbreeding, which is good for this color because it's not as common in the wild. And also, there's people who will mislabel red body blue bars, and they're not really red body blue bars, they're rainbows. Because they have mixed colors in their bars and body. And also, because they're not as common, you run into the issue of inbreeding. So to find good quality, not inbred red body blue bars like this, they're going to be a bit pricier. Now, the ones I do have available, he is the uncle of them, and they are $650 shipped. Thank you. John Gotti is pretty awesome. He did used to be a little turd when he was younger. He was very territorial of his enclosure and he would bite. He's one of the 13 that's bit me. It was really not that bad though. So on average, I am so sorry, my phone, and I hate this feature about my phone. I hate it. It's going to restart in 1 hour, just so you know, for an update. And unlike my previous Galaxies, I can't say postpone for like a week or 2 or 3 or 5. I can't do that on this phone. It just forces it. So I get to postpone it 1 hour. Just so you're aware. I got bit by another, who did I get bit by? It was one of the juveniles and I counted it. I forgot which juvenile it was though. Oh, it was, who the hell was it? I forgot which one it was. Was it Chameleon? Chameleon bit me, I think. I don't know about Chameleon. I don't know about bearded dragon booger eyes. I don't have one named that. Oh, single. I wish I could, but now the Samsung Galaxy S25 Ultra is like, no, bitch. We're going to do it when we say we're going to do it, okay? You get 1 hour, get your shit figured out. I'm like, okay. But I'm streaming. We don't care. They're like, why are you streaming at 2 a.m. anyways? I just gave my phone a whole personality, but that's what I feel like it's doing. Okay, so the shipping, when it's done properly, is the safest unless you're like a couple, like maybe an hour away, because they fall asleep. When you get your chameleon and you open up the box, they're going to be asleep. Every chameleon I have got was asleep when I opened up the package, because that's what they do. It's dark, they're comfortable, they're going to sleep. And it's So I go to my FedEx hub about a little bit before they close at night, so they're not just chilling there all day. And they are within. So I'm in Missouri. The ones I've shipped to California, they were there. Their owners had them pick them up in under 12 hours. So it is the safest, and truly with reputable chameleon breeders, you're going to find most of the time you're going to be purchasing online. You'll find some at shows, but really reputable ones that don't group raise, that are really concerned about lineage and like that you will find them. It's just not as much. I am near the St. Louis, Missouri area. I have met people, if they were like, hey, I live 5 hours away, can I just drive and meet you halfway? Like, I have done things like that. I have. So drives you. They are not endangered. They are not. I think the most have gone to California. Most of a good chunk of my chameleons, if I'm going to say the state that's outside of obviously Missouri, because I live there, or like where I vended at. So like when I vended in Tennessee and Memphis, like, yeah, a whole bunch made homes in Tennessee and Kentucky, I guess. But, because people from Kentucky came to the show. That I have shipped, the state that's received the most is California. We definitely, the only state we cannot ship to, 100% cannot ship to, is Hawaii. Alaska is where it gets really difficult. There's still only 2 cities in Alaska that will do the FedEx shipping for them. And then Alaska, I've never attempted to ship to Alaska. I've never had anybody from Alaska interested in the chameleon. But so in order to safely ship, there are temperature requirements. So for cold, all destinations have to have a daytime high of 38 degrees Fahrenheit. So obviously Alaska can have issues with that, except for a very probably brief period. They're very, very, very intelligent reptiles. They have very complex brains. So the fact you see their eyes independently function, okay? So you see that, you're like, oh, wow, that looks cool. That's neat. So when you actually think about that, they are able to mentally process 2 different images at the same time. So they're thinking about 2 things at the same time. They're calculating different images. So if we're looking for a predator with one eye, and while we're looking for prey with the other eye, also we can determine, okay, that bug is easier for me to get to than that bug, so I'm going to go to that. They have very good memory. They're able to plan escape routes. So we can't comprehend being able to see 2 different things, let alone think about 2 different things like that. What? He won't turn to orange. He won't. He's always going to be red, blue, red. My name is Brittany. Do they focus? So whenever you see both their eyes lock in on something, they're usually about to zap their tongue out, because now they're about to target their tongue and zap it out. Their tongues are very long. Their tongues they're capable of zapping their tongue out a full 1.5 to 2 times their entire body length, which that's a lot. We're talking tail to nose. You don't see their full body length that often because they're usually always using their tail and wrapping it around something. And they can also, their tongue zaps out super fast. If it was a car, it goes 0 to 60 miles per hour, 1/100th of a second. Yes, they change. So when they're scared, if they're truly scared, they will go black. They will become like, because they don't want to be seen. Now that is a very high level of stress. One thing though, if they're in their enclosure and they're dark and they're like under the lights, they're basking. So I have had somebody like, oh my God, he's stressed out, he's back. But if they're in their enclosure and under the lights and they're getting dark, they're basking. So they get dark when they're trying to absorb heat or UVB. Now, another thing to look out for is they get crazy looking colors when they're overheating. And like people like, wow, like they'll take their chameleons outside when it's like 90 degrees, which is way too hot for them. And they're like, look at him, he's so cool. And he's like, actually, like, oh, like we're overheating. Crafty, that was funny. I know, I was like, I think it's perfect. They do take my money. He is shedding. obviously, I love them. I have like over 200. I know, we just don't, we have completely mentally blocked out our nose. Allie's like, she don't like them, she loves them. Look at that. I mean, but come on, look at the face. How can I mean, I know he's a little ashy because he's shedding, but like, how can you not? He's like, look at that. This is his color. He's a red body blue bar amber Panther Chameleon. I'll show you his son. Let me get Maui. His son is Maui. And what's cool is his son definitely got his genetics, his looks from his mom's side, because you see he's got a lot of blue on him, right? So he's got, his blue bars are really big. They meet underneath the belly. They're gorgeous. And his son is more literally red body blue bar. Let's see if we can get, hi buddy. Oh, he does not like the breed. The shedding process, when they're younger, they'll have full body sheds because they're growing, right? So they'll shed frequently, and it all comes off usually at once. And then when they're done growing, they start to do partial body sheds, and it takes a lot longer. And also, the older and older they get, it's almost like a part of them always looks like it's about to shed. Now this is Maui. He is almost a year old. This is John Gotti's son. I know we're so close to 7,000 subs. Like, I really appreciate all the likes and shares. And if you like to see chameleons, we do stream basically every night. I'm trying to do more educational posts and make recordings of that. So I'm here. I'm around here. Sometimes I will say on mobile, for the mods, I feel very bad. It's not very friendly. It's so easy the way it moves for them to accidentally hit the wrong, and because I've done this. So just don't, we really just don't want nasty things being said. That's usually said about me, just because for real, I would troll people back, but other people don't want to see that, you know? But this is Maui. He's a red body blue bar. He too is in his resting colors. You need to get better lights in this place. I know, JVT. He is a chameleon that used to try to eat the comments on the live stream. Super funny. Thank you, Crafty. And let me see if I can find, now this is a bit older, so I'm sure I haven't really seen him fired up. These are his resting colors. So Roy, thank you for the gold coin. We really appreciate it. Master, he will not turn orange. It's not, they don't change their color based on what they're touching. It's mood and temperature. Let me see if I have a picture of him fired up. Not on this phone. Maybe on my Facebook. First of all, though, no, hold on. Pictures. They don't change color. It's by mood and temperature. They don't change their color based on their surroundings or whatever they're touching. We were lied to, okay? And it's hard to get over that, but we were lied to. That's not how they do it. That's not how they change their colors. So it was hard to accept. I had a hard time accepting it, but we were just lied to. Just straight up deceived. Just thought things were a way that they really weren't. They really weren't that way, you guys. We were just being straight up gaslit, lied to, all that jazz. And, well, we just kind of got to accept that we were lied to, and it sucks. He's very chill. So, nope. That was a coloring. What? My bad. What? I just clicked on it. God dang it. Where is your picture? Where is the picture of you? Fired up. I know I had one. Okay. I have it on this phone, but not on that phone, I guess. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna put him on, he's not gonna change his color. It's a thing. It is Casey. He's just chill. He's, oh, look at him. Who's getting you where you're puffing up? He's looking at some chameleon. I'm trying to figure out which chameleon's getting him to do this. Babies? Don't be scared of the babies, sir. Look at his, God. He's got beautifully, perfectly structured, like, blue bars. What I mean by that, and I know, like, if you're just learning about chameleons, if you don't breed them too, you won't know what I'm talking about per se. I wish I could show you a good example of what I'm trying to point out. But his bars are perfectly structured. Like, he even has that perfectly structured Y-shaped bar that ambulobes typically will have. In the middle, it looks like a Y. So, like, abanjas will typically have one that looks like a V, and Simbavas will have one that looks like a U. But look at that. They're so well defined. Basically all red except for maybe all blue except for a couple like red scales right there. Beautiful. They're perfect. They don't blotch out. They're perfect bars. And that, I am such a geek. I'm like, ah, I like bars. I like that when they're structured well like that. So they do have spikes, see? But believe it or not, I mean, like, they feel hard, but like you see, I'm barely touching, and you can see how they move a bit, right? Those are very sensitive. Like, if they, like, right here, and I'm a picker, don't get me wrong, but I'm not going to try and get that off. Like, eventually that's going to come off. But if they ever did have stuck shed on their, you have to be so careful with this. This area is so fragile on them. But you would want to, you're not going to peel it off. Like, you would get like a wet Q-tip and try to push it off, because that's how they come off. It's like it pops off. Frederick, thank you so much. Thank you so much for joining the Camp Fam Hatchlings. So I've had the memberships. I guess I haven't really been promoting them because I got so busy moving to the garage and getting enclosures built. And then tomorrow I'm going to try and get the website finally done. This is Maui. Yeah, you got Jacksons. They're a whole different species in Hawaii. You got the Jacksons. They have live births. These guys lay eggs, and they're from two totally different areas. These guys are native to Madagascar, and Jacksons, I want to say, is Kenya. The ones in Hawaii, that's a whole interesting thing, because a good chunk of those were purposely released. Oh, isn't he cute? I need to get lights that I put on the bars of these racks, because the two lights that are in here are completely blocked by my enclosures. We really appreciate you, Frederick. Thank you so much. I'm sorry that happened. Crafty, I think like 30 normally. Charlene, thank you so much. You guys are so awesome. Thank you. If 40 more people, yes, we're only 40 shy of having 7,000 subscribers. We're so close to getting to 7,000 subscribers. We really appreciate, thank you. He's not as interested as Kenny Powers was, Cortland. How are you? Oh, they can get, they can get a little spicy. But it is an individual chameleon thing. Some of them are going to have a lot more of a tolerance level of being handled, where they're like, hey, it's a cool walking tree that brings me food and the ladies, and they'll come and walk. I have several males that walk out to me. One of my females walks out to me. But then I also have females that hate me. Like, hate me. I don't. The only reptiles, I have a lot of Panther Chameleons. I have one yellow giant Parsons chameleon. I have a bearded dragon. I have two crested geckos, a gargoyle gecko, a leopard gecko, two dumpy tree frogs, and a Kenyan sand boa. Roy, thank you so much. Welcome to the Camp Fam. Bonita does. That's okay, Crafty. I get having it. Look at oh my God, you guys are so amazing. Thank you. He's sleeping. All the other ones are sleeping. These guys are on a later schedule, and the reason is I do have 3 children, and when it comes to the nights where I'm having to like work on things, I don't like to do it while the kids are awake. We're taking time away from them because they're younger, right? You know, like my youngest is 3, so my oldest is 7. I've adjusted to where they're on a later schedule. We are in the St. Louis, Missouri area. I mean, a lot of them are all going to be gravid at some point. But first of all, Bonita's a tough one to tell when she's gravid. She always is a little bit rounder, but she doesn't really get into gravid colors because she's always just like, she's unfazed by so much. And it's cool, right? It's cool she's unfazed. However, like if for some reason she randomly had to go back to Madagascar, she ain't surviving long. Like that homegirl does not have a survival instinct at all. Like it's not there. She has a survival instinct of a fart, truly. Like she'll just lay a whole bunch of eggs and then she's like, I don't care if this male's around, I want food. And she'll like walk out and like walk around the males like, hi boys, like chill, you just had 30 eggs. But a lot of them, most of that's not typical. That's not typical. Which one's breakdancing? I believe it because sometimes they get all like. Actually, you want to see some of the juvenile males? Some of them are actually looking for branches. Well, good. The ones I'm about to show you are actively looking for branches, except for a couple, and I'll let you know if they're one of the ones that we're kind of keeping our eyes on. No, they would not. There's some of these would not. Some of these would not. Like they don't. Bonita is one of them. She'll walk out in front of a full-grown, huge male Panther Chameleon because she thinks she's going to get more food. She does not have that any at all. This one, no. She literally has a survival. Like she doesn't even get. Bonita, come here, sweetheart. Bonita, we love you. Hi, baby. They are reptiles. Hi, Miss Bonita. Aren't you my princess? We love you, Bonita. Here, you just got your little tail there. Okay. Isn't she cute? This is Gambino's girlfriend. Thank you, Braxton. We really appreciate you being in here. We appreciate all of y'all being in here. Okay, sweet. I'm going to put you down, though. Gently. First of all, you just ate like a bunch of crickets. You just ate. Don't act like I'm starving you, because I'm not. She's like, I have to eat more. But some of my other female, yeah, a lot of my other females probably could. I mean, like, they live much better lives in captivity with proper husbandry. Because the females, like, they're usually, they don't live long. Okay, let's get Bri Bear. He's one of my Roy, thank you so much. You're so awesome, Roy. Here, I'm going to show you Bri Bear. Oh, come here, Bri Bear. This is one of the red line boys. So that red chameleon I had out that was shedding. I'm really trying to get that pothos plant to get more leaves because I really have that really like attached to that stick. And I'm like, ugh. So, I mean, she's got a lot of other sticks, but, or not sticks, plants in there. But that one, I'm like, I don't want to take it out because it's super duper zip tied. No venomous. Now this is Bri Bear. He just turned 4 months old. He is, maybe if I make my ring light go up and point, I'm trying to, the lighting in here is not as good. I mean, I have my ring light, but okay, I think that's a bit better. So he's 4 months old. He is going to get more red on him. Are you able, is it random or are you able to pick the, yeah, they would fight. So he is going to end up getting a lot of red on him. He is still a young juvenile. He is still developing his colors, but his daddy is Redline. I'll show you a picture of Redline when he's, hey, you, hold on, let me see something. Did I miss that? Oh, they poop. I thought I missed something. Hugo and D. Oh my gosh. Roy, thank you so much. For some reason, I didn't show that at first. Why can't I like that? Roy, we really appreciate you. Thank you so much. If they throw up, there's issues. So they can. It's not a typical thing. Like if that happens, they're probably not going to be around much long. Like I have seen them like get a hold of a bug that's too big and they kind of like spit it out. Like they realize that's too big. But if they straight up vomit, I have personally not seen, that's what's not been a good thing. Now, so Bri Bear, they're still developing their color. So he's only 4 months old. They do get most of their color development and growth done at about a year, but they're not all the way done until they're 18 months. But the most noticeable is when they're up till a year. So his daddy is Redline. I was holding Redline a little bit ago, but let me show you a good picture of him, because Redline is shedding, so he's not his typical self. No, their poop's nowhere near as gross. That's his sire. That's Redline. That's his daddy. So he might end up, so his dad's considered a rainbow, because when you look at his bars, you see how his bars, let me see if I can, how they are mixed, like they're blue, red, and white. They're not predominantly a single color. So he can't be classified as a blue bar, a red body blue bar. He is a rainbow. His uncle, so his mom's brother, is John Gotti, who I had him out earlier as well. And he looks like, I did show a picture of him fired up, but I'll show you another picture of him fired up. So he could look like his sire Redline, or he could also end up being a red body blue bar. Like that's what the males in this clutch. So this is one of the few clutches I've ever mixed colorations with the mom. And that's not mixed breeding or crossbreed. That's just, they're the same locales, just different colors, which is fine. Like that's not crossing locales or anything. That for me is just a personal preference. Usually I make sure they're a yellow body blue bar or the red body blue bar, whatever. God, where's that picture of John Gotti? I had John Gotti out just a little bit ago. Is he head bobbing? I felt him head bob. Well, here's John Gotti, kind of a, Andy, thank you. I was holding John Gotti, but he wasn't all the way fired up. He was a little younger, but as you can see, like red body blue bar. So he could look like that. Thank you so much for the chili, Andy. Let me get back on. Nope, wrong app. I always have to keep my phone on. I want to make sure my quality of stream is still good. So this boy, I think Bri Bear, when I look at him, so you see those pretty blue bars. So his blue bars look mostly blue right now. Like there might be a little speckle of, but they look mostly blue for now. So he might end up being red body blue bar. Regardless, they're going to have a lot of red on them. So right now, so juveniles, so he's $650 shipped. So including priority overnight shipping, or overnight shipping, I mean, he is $650. I want to say just from looking at him now, and I can't 100% guarantee this because again, I did mix two colorations. I was going for red. So many people love Redline, and a lot of people were really liking that red when they're resting. Omar. Thank you, Omar. So the times that I've seen a chameleon, when it was because they ate too big of a bug. And then the other 2 times I've seen it, they were not mine, but they passed away shortly after. No. So this clutch, so here's the thing. Overnight shipping's, it's about $100 now. So if I wasn't, they would be like $550, right? But then so I'm just to keep everything simple. The package, the actual, God dang it. The shipping material, that's even separate too. Because I overnighted to Washington, was like right, the state. I don't know why I keep saying this. Oh, because in Missouri, we have a Washington, Missouri. Helix, I paired him up with one of John Gotti's daughters. I've not been able to purchase from Jonathan yet because I need to get where I would set up another medium enclosure. But yes, but I paired him up with John Gotti with Fendi because I might see if we can get red body red bar from it. I'm curious to see if that's something we could get because Helix is a yellow body red bar with a lot of red, and John Gotti, we got a lot of red too. So there's a possibility I could have something with a lot of red body with a red bar. So I'm curious if that would be dope. That'd be so cool. So I want to see if we can get that. So I have never had a chameleon pass away during shipping, nor have any of my chameleons pass away during shipping. When it's done properly, it's a very, 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 very low chance of it when they're shipped properly. And I mean, one of my and I'm not trying to be like, oh, like I'm just trying to explain like how safe when done properly it is. Mr. Meeseeks was $1,000 before shipping, so we're not gonna just drop $1,000 on a chameleon. We're like, I hope he makes it safe. We're like, you're confident that they're gonna make it safe if you're willing to drop that. My Parsons, that was over $4,000 for, well, so Banana Man was about 2,500. So again, completely safe. When, as I said, when it's done properly, it's really safer than having them in the vehicle for 5 hours. They won't be transparent. So the eggs, it depends on the female. With Ambelobe locale, I have had as little as 15 eggs, and I have had as much as over 40. I have now officially, before this, the largest clutch of babies I had raised was 25. So typically when females would lay large clutches, not all of the eggs would hatch. And a lot of times their first clutch, they'll lay a lot of eggs, and usually not all of them hatch. However, Sybil, the evilest chameleon I have ever had to deal with, evil little beautiful Sybil, laid 39 mother freaking eggs. Only 2 of them failed, and I am only waiting for 2 of the babies to hatch. I think 2. And they're going to. So that's my largest clutch of babies is officially 30. Well, it's about to be. Right now it's 35. I just gotta wait for this. And then it'll be 37 babies. Her first clutch completely, just 2 eggs failed. Sybil. The meanest chameleon ever. Of course, her little Satan butt's like, look, these are strong babies, Jeans. Yeah, let me real quick. I can show you most of my eggs are not in here. They're inside, and I don't want to risk waking my daughter up. But for Evil Sybil's clutch, let me show you. I think it's 2 that I'm still waiting to hatch. Let's check it out. Oh, wait, wrong one. That's Gnarly Carly. That's Gambino Gnarly Carly. Let's look at Canyon Powers and Sybil. Sybil. I'm sorry, I'm just joking around. Yeah, no, I think it is just, yep, I'm just waiting for 2 more. Here they are. So now keep in mind, these are eggs that have been growing. So when they first lay their eggs, so this is one that's hatched. This is an egg that is hatched. I would say, like, you see the big difference in size because obviously there's a baby and also embryonic fluid. So I would say an egg, because they're soft shelled, is smaller than that egg that is hatched, and then they grow into this big egg. So these eggs are nice and beautiful, healthy eggs. They're not sweating yet. My bad. Hold on. They're not sweating yet, but you can see how the stretch marks are on them. They're starting to thin out some. Eventually they'll pip, which is where the baby chameleon uses its little egg tooth, and it'll cut little incisions and poke its way through. So that is from the Evil Sybil, her babies right there. Crazy. She has not laid the eggs yet. She is gravid. So here's Fendi, but she is the one who I paired them up. She's not laid her eggs yet. I believe she's gravid. She's like, how dare you touch me, little Fendi thunder snatch. Isn't she pretty? So this will be, so they actually, when they first lay the eggs, they're a lot smaller because they can lay a lot of eggs. If they were pushing them out at that size, that would probably unalive the female. But they can have large clutches, but they're soft shelled, so the eggs grow over time. Hi, baby. But why are you... I might have to pair them up again. Let me take a look at her. Let me actually get her out. I'm going to be a little careful. Damn, she's gorgeous. I have a... So she just turned 1 year old. I'm holding a male and I'm trying to see. So she's showing some purple color on her scales, which is, even when they're receptive, when they first see a male, they kind of, sometimes they'll show some purple just to be like, hold off a minute. But god dang it, are you actually, I don't really think I see any egg lumps in her. But I do have a young juvenile male on my head. So when they get gravid, they'll get really dark. So imagine almost the opposite of what you're seeing. But she is pretty chunky, so I'm trying to think. Yeah, she's a really good female. She's a nice size. There's a male. I guess if I get Bri-Bear down, that's gonna be my biggest indicator. What are you gonna do when you see a male like him? Although now, keep in mind, he's looking at her, and he's looking at her, and she's looking at him, and he's looking at her, she's looking at him. Are you? No. Girl, you're too. They get pretty, this is an average, she's a little bigger than average size female. He'll get, I mean, his dad and his uncle, so her dad and his uncle are like, he is my biggest chameleon. He's large. I would say he's right under 300 grams. Well, he's my biggest panther. My biggest chameleon is Banana Man, Maya Parsons. And I would say he's probably, and you rarely, it's hard to measure their length because you rarely see their full length. Like, and it's hard to just like hold their tail and like, here, stay still. I think he's at least 22 inches long. And he's about 300, maybe right under 300 grams. She's real pretty. You say that though, I think my prettiest female is Bebe, my nosy bee. Like, she's gorgeous. Pissy Missy is gorgeous too. The biggest one, I just had John Gotti out and Redline. I didn't get Big Polly out, but he's not really. Well, now I'm curious if I need to pair her. I mean, she's getting rounder, but I'll show you the bigger ones. I just had him out though. John Gotti is my largest male. I mean, he's big. I have a juvenile that he could easily like destroy though, so I'm not going to hold him. You do not bathe the chameleons. Most reptiles don't. I'm trying to think of a reptile that you actually have to bathe. Like, I know there's some that enjoy water, so that, you know, they're kind of going to get clean from that. These are not a reptile that enjoys water. Them going into water is something that they would never do naturally. And they live in the trees. So they're not ones that are going to climb down into the dirt and get all dirty. And when they do poop, most of the time it drops down to the bottom of the enclosure or a lower part of like a plant or a branch or something. So females, Lori, it does depend on, they can reach sexual maturity from anytime from 6 months to 9 months. It's usually about 9 months. I mean, can they swim? I think that they're capable, but it's not what they're going to just do. Like, they're not like, yay, water. Like, that maybe they fell out of a branch or something and they landed in water, but that's not what they're going to go seeking. I am Midwest Panther Chameleons on Facebook, and you'll end up more than likely getting directed to my personal page, which is Brittany Nicole. My page is public at this point on Facebook. My Brittany Nicole is public, so I'm always posting on there. Of course, Lori, that's what I like to do. Yeah, I think he's going to be red body blue bar. I think he is. I mean, as he ages, he could get more red, but his bars look predominantly like they're blue bars. And this still is Bri-Bear. So he is one that's currently looking for branches, if you know what I'm saying there. So I'm going to put Bri-Bear back. I'm going to get another one of his brothers. And I have a lot of sisters right now of them. And the sisters of this clutch are 300 shipped. And now this one is Chameleonaire. Chameleonaire is real cute. Whoa, look at Chameleonaire. So that's a brother. So it's now let's look at his bars. I think this is one of the ones that throws me off. Look at how pretty he is. Yes. Look at his pretty. I love having chameleons. Devin, I do. Oh, he's pretty. So regardless if they're red body blue bars or if they're going to be rainbows like their sire, they're going to have a lot of red in them. That was the whole goal of this particular breeding project. It was a lot of red resting. Allie, this is the most I've had to have at one time. I would not want to repeat this. This was a lot happening. I mean, we had 2 that hatched at 6 months. So Panther Chameleon eggs can take anywhere from 6 to 18 months to hatch. Normally it's 9, 12 months. 2 or 6 months of these clutches that hatched. One was longer than the normal. And then the other fun part was I had to move everything into the garage. So I had a whole bunch of stuff happening at the same time. So it's been stressful. I bet you found a lot. But I wouldn't have this. I think personally 4 clutches at the same would be we're good. It's not that that's not better genetics. That does not mean that. That is just, for me, I like the bars like that. And if you're talking about the clarity, so if they're mixed or colored bars, so Ambilobi locale has different color, like the naturally occurring different colorations. Your yellow body blue bars, your rainbows, red body blue bars, yellow body red bars, and a really difficult one is orange body blue bar. That's very, very difficult to keep in a breeding project. So you'll never see, and it's hard once if you found an orange body blue bar, it's very hard to keep that trait going. So most breeders, I don't want to get into it. So the mixed bars, though, that is not a difference. You can have high quality, gorgeous rainbow, like how Redline is. It's just breeders being more selective. So even the yellow body blue bars, red body blue bars, typically they're going to be, if they were captive bred, a lot of breeders would be like, oh, those are mixed bars. But because they're in the wild, obviously they're more forgiving at labeling them as mixed bars because these are wild, right? So if you're trying to start a yellow body blue bar project and you're trying to make sure you have new genetics into your line, so you don't have to worry about any risk of inbreeding, and you get a yellow body blue bar from the wild, I've never purchased a wild caught, but a lot of times they're going to be more mixed in their coloration. So you're going to have to work and selectively, like, okay, so my holdback in this clutch is the one who has more yellow and not as much red or whatever. And you keep going with that. I am live right now. Yes, the vertical, yeah, that's the bars. So the body color is like, and he's maybe not the best. Hold on, let me get Curly Joe. I'm gonna get a different. Now, Chameleonaire is one looking for branches like his brother Bri Bear. The next one I'm about to show. No, Bri Bear, you're always running to get out. This one I'm about to show is Curly Joe. Just because he's always in his brighter colors. And he is definitely mixed bar, but he's the one I'm pretty sure I'm going to keep. So, okay, he's perfect to show the bars and bodies right now. So the green and yellow, you see, like, that is the body, and then the bars are the stripes. And he is very bars on bars on bars. You just want one with blue bars. Most Ambilobi are going to have blue bars or blue on them. Bearded dragons are now in Florida invasive? That's crazy. Thank you, Braxton. Yeah, he's pretty awesome. Curly Joe's cute. I think he's going to look just like his dad. He's going to look just like Redline, I'm pretty sure. Look at that sweet face that he has. And what's cool about this particular clutch, so far all of them seem to have their dad Redline's demeanor. Bearded dragons or iguana? Not that I'm justifying. I just, are we talking iguana or bearded dragons? I had no clue that bearded dragons were invasive in Florida. I know iguana are, and they're huge. Look at that. And he's gonna be pretty. But what's cool is these guys all seem. No, because I want to go for vacation still. These guys are all really chill like their dad so far. Oh, it is. I was just curious because I was like, damn, bearded dragons too? There's just not enough. I don't think there's. Iguana are a hard species to keep as a pet because they get large, they get huge, and it sucks. I'm not saying it's the right thing to do. I do know that they're. I want to say they're even tearing up things. Like, don't they burrow or something? But the thing that sucks with iguana is people don't. It's like a goldfish. I mean, I'm not comparing the care of an iguana to a goldfish, but there's people that'll purchase goldfish and they don't realize that these goldfish get freaking huge, right? They have no clue, and they get this goldfish and put in this itty bitty tank thinking that it's not going to get much bigger. Because again, think of like, what was it in Pinocchio? Wasn't a goldfish in Pinocchio or something? The cartoon, the old Disney cartoon. He's just an old fishbowl. People think that they say no. Goldfish get freaking huge. They're huge fish. They get very, 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 very big. Iguana get huge, and so that's the thing with any lizard that gets that large. You can't keep them in an enclosure their entire life. Like you are going to have a free roam lizard, and what I mean by that is, yes, they're going to have their enclosure. They're going to have places where they're basking and getting UVB and heat. You also, just for like, they have to be able to free roam. So you'll have like either your basement or your whole house. But they will be out of the enclosure. Like they're huge. It's not like a bearded dragon or a chameleon. And that's it. And people don't realize that, I think, with the iguana. Because like sometimes the iguana, when people are buying them as young juveniles, they're already like a foot long. Like, oh, he's done growing. And then if you go to a pet store, they're not educated and they're like, hold up, no, they can get 4 feet or bigger. Yes, they kind of go. It's called when they're receptive. Oh yeah, goldfish get freaking huge, and that's, people think that they're a small koi fish. No, they're big, gigantic ass fish. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying, because, and it sucks. At like the big chain pet stores, so many people don't know anything, and they're like, oh yeah, here's your goldfish, and yeah, and so no, they're gonna get big fish. They're gonna be huge. You can't just put one in even a 20-gallon aquarium. Like, they are gonna be huge fish. Koi fish grow to be very large. Some goldfish grow to be bigger than that, and people don't realize that. They do not regrow their tails. There's a huge difference between a bearded dragon and a monitor lizard. First of all, monitor lizards some of them get huge as well. I want to say a lot of monitors are more of a tropical species. Bearded dragons are arid. Do not quote me. I do not know. I don't have monitor lizards. I don't keep them, so I have not taken the time to really educate myself with them. But from what I'm observed, a lot of them are more tropical, whereas bearded dragons are arid. They also are meat. They're carnivorous. They need meat. Bearded dragons are insectivores / herbivores, and so when they're younger, you're going to have a mostly insect diet. It's like a 70-30, so 70% bugs and then 30% plant, like greens. And then when they're over a year old, you switch it to like 30% bugs, 70% plants. And yeah, monitors are carnivores. Like they need meat. And oh yeah, no, monitors get huge. Some get bigger than others, but I think even your smallest monitor is going to be about 2 feet long. They can get very large though. Same like tegus. Some lizards do, mostly geckos. I'm trying to think if other lizards do. These guys do not, but I mean, their tails are like muscle and spine. Like, they need their tails. They can't drop them. I've been keeping chameleons for 6 years now. But that's one of the reasons though, like these guys don't make it too long in the wild. As far as like in terms of reptiles, they are very defenseless when comparing them to other reptiles. They do not have the strongest bite. They don't have this like large claws that are just razor sharp that they can just cut up things. They can't drop their tail. They're not that fast. So their biggest defense is trying to not be seen. Not that they're like trying to blend in. It's just so, and a lot of people don't realize this either because of how defenseless they really are. They don't bask too much. So when they wake up in the morning, they'll go and bask for a couple of hours. So they'll get out of the tree canopy and they'll get warm from sleeping. And then they go back into the canopy and they are opportunistic hunters and they go to eat, right? They are not like bearded dragons or like iguana where you're going to just see them out chilling in the sun for hours on end. Like they do not do that because that puts them in a very vulnerable state. And birds of prey are one of their biggest predators in the wild. We need 30 more? Yes. Be the leaf. That's right. I bet fish. Oh, yeah. I live in Missouri, and Asian carp are a huge issue. And you'll be out, especially when you're on the Missouri River. And we go out a lot on the Missouri River, and we take the kids like this little like sandbar island. It's fun. But anyways, there's a part where you have to be very alert because those sucker Asian carp will just jump out, smack you in the head. Like they can hurt you. And they'll just like, they get scared and they all and jump everywhere like, oh my God. Oh no, Punk, it happens. I know. Hey, John. I do have a bearded dragon. He's a hypo zero. His name is Dragon Knight. I could show you a picture. He's so awesome. So I have my bearded dragon in a 6-foot long, the brand is Zen Habitat enclosure, and he is in a bioactive setup. All my reptiles, except for my chameleons, are in bioactive. I have not had any bad weather today. Cade's Escalade got totaled out by a hailstorm, though. Not today, but yesterday, because today is a new day. My bad weather was Monday. But for the most part, now the St. Louis area had a lot of warnings, but my area just like, it was like, and it should be. I'm beginning to wonder if it's because of the METH dome. I don't think they're as bad out here as they used to be, but like it's like a local joke. Franklin County, Missouri is it's like a rural county that borders St. Louis, and it seems like storms just like go around it. And people used to always joke it's because of all the like indoor garage chemists, if you know what I'm saying, and all the heat it produces, because there's a lot of them in that county. A lot of, chemist enthusiasts, indoor ones, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? And the joke is all the heat causes a storm, because it always just goes around that county. So I'm sitting there, I wonder, because of where I'm at is very, not only is the county I live in rural, but like my area is really rural. And I'm like, I wonder if like, thank you, Charlene. Thank you. And you're like, yeah, just think of Breaking Bad, So that's just a joke. And I mean, maybe it's true. I don't know. But like, that's just always a local joke because they're in that one county. There's a lot there. My boarded dragon. I'm going to show you a picture of him real quick. Damn, it's 3 a.m. Shoot. My phone is going to force me restarting you all, just so you're aware. Very soon. Oh, that's going to suck if it kicks me off right now. My beardy dragon. Dragon Knight. Where are you, Mr. Dragon Knight? I have pictures of Dragon Knight. Where are they? I mean, I know I have pictures of him. I'm finding a picture of my Dragon Knight. My voice. Can we maybe we could probably do a Florida man. That we need to make sure it's a boy. But that's a funny name. I'm getting a picture of, I'm looking at my old phone and it's hard sometimes to pull up the pictures. I'm so nervous, and I hope that my, oh, here we go. Here's Dragonite. Dude, he's so funny.
Oh, you let me mix it up.
He was younger still. He wasn't a year old yet. Larry, thank you for the laughing disco. He was getting impatient with me taking too long. Blah, 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 blah. Little piggy. Thank you, Larry. Oh, yeah. He goes, that was good. And here he was impatient trying to get the crickets. And he thinks that...
Oh, you want these doobie roaches?
Oh, he thinks that... Mustang, thank you for the 100.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, my
He's like, yeah, I'm going to get to this. He's like, if I do this, if I dig, if I push my way through.
You really want them. I'm not trying to tease you, like, very bad. Yeah, you want these dubias? Relax. It's here. It's here. Oh, God.
No, he's a hypo zero. This is a morph. That's why he's white. Yeah, so you can get bearded dragons for pretty lower and like $100-ish. He was 500, but that I like hypo zeros and red monsters, but I would be very selective who I got a red monster from, because I don't want any of the Asian lines, because a lot of them tend to be inbred, and it's hard to find. Those are expensive though. Those can be very pricey. He was. Florida Man would be a very good name. Hot dang, I cannot believe it's already 3 a.m. though. My phone will be restarting. When is it going to restart? Okay, so it's going to my phone is going to restart at 3:13. So, in 6 minutes from now, it's going to force a restart. And I won't be able to stop it. Like, we'll just be talking and it's going to go away. I have no dart frogs. I have 2 dumpy tree frogs. Those would be good names, Crafty. So, we're only 20 away. Dang. I wish my phone wasn't going to restart. I wonder if I could, like, somehow go on my other device. It's going to restart very soon. And what's going to happen is it's literally going to go for an orange gecko tangerine. Or Tang. You remember Tang? It was Tang, right? Man, Florida Man, there's some, I mean, like, I've not, like, full-blown interacted with the Florida Man. I'm sure that'd be really interesting, but okay. So my phone is going to restart. I'm trying to think. What's going to happen is I'll be talking, it's going to go away. But then it's already done. It just has to restart. So I'd be able to come back on. Because you're telling me I'm only 20 subs away from 7,000 subscribers? Would you all be, because I have to get the lights off. I do need a mist. I need a hand mist the ones who are not on a mister. Would you all be down to, if because it's any moment it's going to kick me off here and force a restart. So would you all come back in like a couple minutes of whenever it's going to just shut me off. I like Florida Man. Florida Man's freaking hilarious. We'll do one of those, because I'm always having to be like, listen, don't just go and try and find wild panthers in Florida, because you might find yourself against an armed Florida Man, because that's, people don't realize that one. Like, people come in and they'll comment on here or on my videos, and they're like, wow, just spend that much money, we can get them for free in Florida. And I'm like, listen, no, it's not that simple. You got to know people. Sure, you could get really lucky and just stumble upon and you can stumble upon a Panther Chameleon, but most of them are going to be guarded by armed Florida men. So don't just, without the proper person with you that knows where to take you safely, don't just be looking for Panther Chameleons. You know? Good night, Braxton. Yo, my phone's gonna shut me off because it's gonna restart, and I don't like. This shimmer's whack. How whack is this shimmer? Very little there. Very, very. Good night, Braxton. Thank you for coming in. Nyan, hello. I have no tegus. So in like 2 minutes, my phone is going to force me to restart. And what sucks about that is I can't make the I can't postpone it. It's just gonna happen. I mean, it is very late. It's 3:11. I have to wake up. We'll come back on. Okay. Because I'm like 20 shy from, I'm 20 people shy, 20 subscribers shy from, I can't talk. But you know what I'm trying to say. I'm 20 subscribers shy from being at 7,000. Golly, that's awesome. I was not really expecting that. Like, wow, because I do feel like we just got to 6,000 not long ago. I mean, I missed. So yeah, my phone, and just like very soon, it's gonna shut me off for the restart. But don't worry, I am gonna be back on. No, it already did. My new phone, it asked me one time, and it's like now or in 1 hour, and I say in an hour, and I don't get that again. That's it. It is gone are the days where I'm like postpone for months. We can't do that anymore. The update is forced. Like, it's like, you know, we're going to do this whether you want to or not. I'm like, okay. Don't get much of a say in it. Night. Oh, okay. I only need 2 more. Are you serious? I only need 2 more subscribers? Get out of here. Really? Night, Braxton. Thank you for coming on. No way. Am I really there? The restart's happening. Bev, I'm here. Okay, is everyone gone? Because I came back on. I'm back on. Hold on. Oh, God. Hold on. But now I don't have the all. Hold on. I'm just. Here we go. I'm back on, you all. Oh my gosh. At least I was able to. That's good to know. That's really good to know that if my phone restarts, as long as I kind of skedaddle back over, that I should be able to get back on the same stream. That's good to know. That is good to know. Y'all are so loyal. I love y'all. You're amazing. Yeah, I'm just missing these babies here. Trying to make sure they get. So these guys are not hooked up to a misting system yet. True that. I have never. Well, I mean, you were on the last couple ones. I got a restriction, like, for staying branches, which sucks that they picked up on that term. Because the reason it sucks is my phone had to let me know. I'm sorry. My phone had to let me know that it did an update. I was like, thank you. Like, I'm aware that we did an update because, like, we thank you for letting me know that it happened. I like the confirmation. That's great. But now, the reason that also sucks is I seem like, because I have to basically ignore any question like that over on TikTok. And, yeah, I just gotta ignore it. So I'll seem rude. Unless a mod's able to be like, oh, well, we can't talk about that here. For stupid reasons. Which is good. I just get crafty, man. I mean, the last 2, I got restrictions for stupid, like, it's because I said looking for branches. And they're like, oh, they've picked up on that term, I guess. Even though I'm not. All I say is, yeah, I have some that are looking for branches or will be looking for branches. Just, I never actively am. No, it's so aggravating. So getting these babies all mistered up and over here. Was I really out for that? No. We only need 2. Oh, okay. I agree. Spider farms, chameleons. We just need 2 more. Spider farm, spider farm. What's going on at the spider farm? Is it spiders or is it lizards? We don't know. We guessing spider farm, spider farm, spider farm. We got spiders for days. Definitely not chameleons at Midwest Panther Chameleons. Nope, we got spiders. Do we get a Florida man? I'll find this out. If we get to 7th level. That's such a weird request. Florida man for 7K? Davis. He's like, you know what? That shit's weird and different. I like it. Oh, your mister's working. That's great. That's right. I fixed that one. Woo-hoo. If we can get 7,000. So is that we're 1 away? Then we'll name one of the boys Florida Man. Okay, I got you. I'll have to find one that's a for sure boy. I'll have to find a for sure boy, and then we're gonna name him Florida Man. These are baby chameleons right now. They're not big. I have some bigger ones. Oh, for fuck's sake. Damn it. I did hit 200 likes. That's so awesome. Y'all are so amazing. Now, after I drop the kids off at school, I am going to work on my website. Got to do it. I mean, it's just first I got to figure out why the old website's still even there. I don't really have access to, which is really fucking annoying. Sorry for the. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have cussed. Shouldn't have said the curse words. That was just actual frustration that you heard coming out of my voice there. Okay. Now over to these babies. So I didn't get to these guys. Made with spider farms. Because I'm trying to not, because several reasons that like Kate's daughter will sometimes go and watch my live reruns, and I keep saying like, look, the comments, I can't control the comments. I try to control what I say. I can't control the comments, and some of them are just not good. I'm also not trying to block her parents' accounts, so you know, because that's my only other way to avoid that. But there's just my kids end up on here later, like they'll somehow watch it, and you know, I can't be like, don't you say those words, where and their mom's like, ah, fuck, like I can't, you know, I mean you can, just makes your case a little harder. Like, well, mommy, you say it. It's like, just because I say it doesn't mean you can say it. I can't block the parents. Chameleons. My favorite. It still says 6.98. I feel you, but it's just... I mean, I can't control kids being on here, no, but I don't know if you ever want to be... I'm going to make up a really cool scenario that will never happen. Let's just make it up. Say somehow, some way, somehow that, I don't know, like something like some Animal Planet or even not Geo Discovery, whatever. Say they're like, we're going to look for a female reptile person. And you're like, well, look at this chick. She's cool. She seems to know a lot. Maybe we can use her for a show. And then I'm like, bleep, bleep, bleep. And they're like, that might be an issue. I don't know. I'm making up a scenario. Like, that's never going to freaking happen. But I'm just saying, like, what if the profanity cost me an opportunity that, you know? You never know. I did one of the videos I uploaded when I was holding Kenny Powers and he was head bobbing at the baby. If you pay attention to it or if you watched it long enough, my mom got on to me for cussing in one of my videos, and I was like, you know what? Fine. And so I edited it, but I did it so obviously. Like I said on the live, I was like, I just want to deal with your girlfriend's crazy ass. And then when I made it a video to post, I threw in the word but like really loud. So like when you watch the video, I'll say, I just don't want to deal with your girlfriend's crazy, but like, and it's like obviously just forced in there. Nobody's seen, one person on YouTube commented but because they caught it, but nobody seemed to catch it, which was funny. Come on, we're so close. Hold on. There is definitely a time and place. Well, oh, Steve did the thing. Steven, did you? Good morning. Good morning. It's always a good thing to do the do. I am missing some baby chameleons right now. Here, let me give you my POV so you can see what we're doing. Maybe you appreciate that more. So because these little babies are not on a misting system yet, and I don't think the ones in the shoebox enclosures that we made are ever going to be in misting systems because, well, I don't think they could handle it like the enclosures could. I am hand misting. Look at this little turd bucket cutie patootie. So here we go. He goes, blah! But you know, they need, I'm just trying to get the side to the enclosure, trying to get the plant. Some of them like the misting, some of them hate it. He hates it. He goes, the hell? He's like, what? I don't know. Okay, so anyways, he got misted. Houdini, I just misted Houdini, so we're gonna go down to this row. Oh, we gotta go down even further, so I don't know how much more we can really do. Okay, yeah, this was stupid. I hated these. Okay. There we go. Oh, there, look at the baby. Shoo. Did you see? And we got turds. I'll have to clean. I'll be doing the poo clean tomorrow. Actually, I got a napkin right here, so I can get that turd off right now. You did some turdy wordies, which is a good thing. We like that you got some turds away. Means you're a healthy chameleon, yes? There we go. Okay, turds. Been wiped. He's like, F yo, Brittany. Does it, oh, that's, see, it reminds me of my grandma annoying the absolute crap out of me when I was younger by waking me up with that. Well, these guys have labels. I don't know that this one has a name. Yeah, this one does not have a name yet. Now, this next one is Elvis Parsley. Where are you, Elvis Parsley? Oh, Elvis Parsley is just right there. Hi, Elvis Parsley. We're about to miss you. About to miss you here. Whoa. See, Elvis Parsley is a bit more tolerant of it than the other one, but there we go. So they're going to drink the water droplets. That's the point of that. Okay. Now this one's Wasabi. Wasabi. Oh, there's Wasabi. Hi, Wasabi. Whoa. Okay. Water that. Oh, Wasabi. See, Wasabi is a lot more tolerant of it than the first one. If you remember, the first one was like, oh God, it's the end of the world. I hate you. F you. There we go. Here is Gambino Bonita R2. This one does not have a name either. Where are you? Oh, there it is. There's that one. Multiple times when they're not hooked up to a mister, but mostly right before the lights go out. This one seems to be, oh, well, this one likes the misting. I'm not trying to directly miss them, but obviously because they're gonna get hit. They're gonna get hit by the mist. Now we got Biggie Smalls. Let's see what Biggie Smalls is up to. Where are you, Biggie Smalls? Oh, there's Biggie Smalls. The dang cord from the lights right there. My bad. There's Biggie Smalls. Ooh, that'd be a fun game. I agree. Biggie Smalls, it seems to be okay with the misting. All right, now these guys that are down here, that's going to be almost impossible to get down that low. Oh God. Like, I would need a really, where are they? Where are you? Where even are you? I guess I could just do this. Okay. Where's this baby? Where are you? Which baby is this even? Alright. God, I hate when they're so low. Well, better not have escaped. There's no way that one escaped. Hold on. We did not escape. No. God dang it. Oh, here this is. That one's too big. That one did not escape. I'm just missing where the baby's at. Oh, it was on top. I see him now. There he is. There's the baby up there. He's like, I hate you. Look at that one. This one is Peaky G. This is the one that I live streamed hatching for like 48 freaking hours. Peaky G. That was I will never do that again, just so you all know. That was hell. Like, I was taking naps and, oh dude, it was rough. Never again will I do that. That'll have to be, I don't know. We'll have to figure out a way to do that. Maybe like definitely subscriber type of content or like member content. But now this is a unnamed one. Like, ah. And then, like, if I was able to somehow magically make sure I wasn't going to be up for 2 days straight or streaming for basically 48 hours, except for like whenever my phone maybe shut off or something, like, yeah, but that was a rough one. This baby is in the back. Okay, so I'm just gonna pop the leaves around. I'm gonna have to switch up and out. And then this one is this little cutie. Look at you. You're cute. Look at you. Yeah, you're a cute one. I think Peaky might be. I thought it was a male when he hatched. I say he. But I think might be female. Now remember, I have a lot more from Gambino Bonita because of all the retained clutches that hatched in that one. Okay, let's get the rest of these babies. No, I don't think I can go that high. If you're wanting to get, there we go, I can. Aha. The red line. Dude, this pothos. I'm gonna replace this one. I didn't have any more. Where are you? Oh, there it is. See the baby? Right there. There's a baby. That baby's like, ah. I thought, Bev, I knew you were a female. I don't know why. That one's like, here is another sibling. Another young red line. Oh, quit falling phone. Hi. I'm figuring out about the order of enclosures. That one's like, oh God. I have my automatic misting system going on for, it's about every 2 hours. Now, because of how many enclosures are hooked on it, I do have to run it for at least a couple of minutes or else it won't get to all of the enclosures. If I only did a 30-second long misting session, the last ones on it would hardly get any misting. So that's one of the reasons I have to do longer sessions. Oh, here's another one. They're like, ah! This one likes to kind of chill a bit low. This one's like actually underneath the leaf. See the cutie patootie now? No, with a name like Bev, I would not think that. If the V was an N and it was Ben Rogers, I would be thinking a male. You know, so, but Bev, no. So that's kind of funny. But, you know, sometimes I guess I don't know. See, I've always thought of Bev as a woman's name. I've never known it to be a man's name. But what do I know? I don't know. All right, let's get these lights off. Bev. Oh, so if your name, maybe, and I've always thought Bev like Beverly. So I was automatically thinking that. I didn't even know that was a name, so that's awesome. I love learning names that I've never have heard before. That's so cool. So when they first hatch, it's fruit flies. 10 days to 2 weeks usually. If they're like really small, like I'll keep them on them longer. Then I bump them up to 1/8 size, really small crickets, bigger than pinheads, but still small crickets. When they're full grown, God, look at Bonita. You're so sweet, baby. I love her. You just ate a bunch. Maury, how are you doing? I didn't go on TikTok today. Oh, she's so sweet. I love her. Oh, I love her. She's so special. I did not do TikTok today. Because, well, by the time I was done, because I found out I'm so aggravated, but we ended up finding out that I am not going to be they don't have room at the All-American Plant and Reptile Expo in Overland Park. I just found out, even though we were told originally they did, and then, oh no, never mind, we don't. I was like, okay. So that sucks. But anyways, once finding all that out, I was on the phone with first Kate and then the mods for a while, like. So I guess I'll have to apply for it, but I think I'm going to be vending at the Show Me show in Springfield, Missouri, the same weekend, so the last weekend of May. I definitely need a vend because I will have a good amount of little juveniles looking for branches. I was trying to, well, I was just like, here's the thing. I usually do stream on both platforms. I usually start with TikTok and then I come over here. But tonight I did not, because it was like 1 something by the time we were done. I was like, I'm just not Because on TikTok you have to stream for at least 30 minutes, so or else it, like they don't like short streams. Well, that was a random fall. But it's coming to the point to where I'm just, it's very strict. I enjoy streaming, like I really do, but I am but one person, and the time I've been enjoying YouTube because I can actually talk about things without getting in trouble. And that when like anything like the equipment I use, like I can tell you, oh, I use Arcadia or I use Reptivite, whatever, and I won't get in trouble here. Over there, I would get in trouble. If someone's like, hey, what mascara do you have? I could be like, Tarte, Tubing, XL, whatever, and I won't get in trouble here. There I will. So, it's difficult. If I say, oh yeah, when they're old enough, they'll be looking for new branches, like, you know, I'm not actively selling a chameleon when I say that. I'm just explaining, like, they would be looking for branches. That I can't say that. I will get in trouble. So it's been hard. It's difficult. But the thing that sucks is we have over 76,000 followers over there, and like that was where I started streaming. That's where, but it's so difficult now, and I don't like giving up on things. It's aggravating, but Curtis, thank you for the stars. Right now I have it's a BB cream. I think it's Misha. It's like a Korean BB cream on. I don't have actual foundation on, and I don't even think I might have put setting powder on. It's just a BB cream. But thank you, and thank you, Curtis. How far away are we? Are we at the 7,000? I was trying to see if I could stay on till we're at 7,000 subscribers. Dude, are we just one away? Or hold on. Are we just one away? Or are we 10 away? Where are we at? It says 6.99. Does that actually mean? Thank you. It is Pun Kitty. Thank you, Bev. I bet I just, it is fun to put makeup on. Yeah, I don't know if we're one away. I just see it's 6.99. So that would be 90, but it could be anywhere from 90 to 99. Thank you, Juanita. Thank you. So, yep. And then today, after I take the kids to school, I'm going to be working on my website. For some reason, like, I thought I published it. Not that it was ready to go, but I at least had a good informational page on it so people could, like, look at some things. I didn't have, like, available chameleons. That will be a whole other project in itself because I need to take pictures again because the pictures I took just a month ago, like, the males and those pictures look totally different. So that's why I was saying, Crafty, we're right in between that. So we need at least we need about 10 more subscribers. That would make sure we're safe with 10. And then we'll be at 7,000. Hey, thank you, Maury. That's awesome. Thank you. So yeah, after I drop off the kiddos, I will be working on my website. So then we'll actually have that on there. I am debating on, not debating, I think I should make a Palm Street. People have been at me to make it that account for a while. The thing is, if I make one of those, I do not think I can stream on TikTok. Do you? Yeah, T. We're in the last 10 for sure. This is the final countdown. Since we can't play music here, we get to sing it, yeah? Beatbox and stuff. If y'all are fine with it. Could get a little, like, oh god, not again, Brittany. How do you like, yes. Are you telling me, oh, for here? Yes. And then we'll be at 7,000. We'll be at 7,000. And then we'll name one of the boys Florida Man. Except for they're all asleep. So I'll have to find, I don't know which one's actually a male. So I'll need to find a good male to name Florida Man. Yes, I do. I do, JBT. This is a final stretch. We're almost there. So close. Keep listening for feel. Uh, I will tell you this. When I was playing music, even ones that were supposedly copyright free, and they sounded like they'd be copyright free because they sounded like damn elevator music, or just anything. Like my viewer count was way down. It was way down, and then when I just quit playing music, it went up, and I was like, okay, surely, I guess it's just the way that YouTube is pushing me. Is it really? I'll have to watch it. If I'm supporting the artist. I don't know if it's comes to being like, oh. I like my thumbnails in those videos. I edited I do like doing graphics, and if I logged in, like I was doing a really good job at the layout and everything of my website. And so we had hired, or not hired, we were having one of Cade's old co-workers, his wife was working on my website, and she made it a website, and then there was like a falling out. So there's this website that she started to work on for us. I can't access it though as an admin or anything. So supposedly that was getting taken down. So like GoDaddy said, but it's not. It's still there, which is annoying. My name is Brittany, not Sarah. Thank you, Lori. Hi, certified. So are we getting closer? I'm trying to see. So it shows us at 6.99. We're at 6.99. Brittany. My name's Brittany. Brittany. Not Barb. That's my Alma's name is Barbara. We're right there. No. Huh? What does that even mean? I'm afraid maybe I don't want to know what that means. I have a feeling that I'm not going to really want to know what that means. I don't know. We just need... I don't know, Omar, because it could be anywhere from 6... They could be anywhere from 90 to 99. It was very popular in the 90s. Oh, yes, it was. Very popular. And you always... If your name was Brittany, you're always going to have a classmate or a co-worker whose name was also Brittany. Yeah. And then, thank you, Charlene. At least you spelled your words right, I think. Okay. What's your site? Britney Spears. Oh my god. The farm rapture story? The fake rapture? Which one? Who was? Was that Alex? Oh god. Who of this? Who of this? What? That was funny. Now it's funny, I should say. Now it's funny, but back then Brittany was upset about it. Brittany. Now, my name was supposed to be spelled Britney. That's how my mom was planning to spell it. That's how she got, everything made, was Britney. However, she was unconscious for a few days after having me, due to a very rough birth in a military hospital in Hawaii, and they didn't do epidurals, rushed emergency C-section. She didn't have a good time. So as she was unconscious, and my dad had the honors of filling out the birth certificate, he spelt my name incorrectly. So he spelled it Brittany. My poor mom did not realize that one for a while, and poor her, having all that, because in the 90s it wasn't like you went to Etsy or whatever and you're just like, this is what I want, or wasn't like that simple. So all of the stuff that was Britney, Yes. Even though it was supposed to be spelled Britney. She just, again, was unconscious due to not having a good birth experience. So, yeah. They didn't get along. I mean, were you almost there? Damn, it's like 4 a.m. Are we almost there? Trying to see. Are we almost there? We're at 7,000, you all. We did it. We're at 7,000. Well, we say the same thing, but technically, I guess Brittany, it's supposed to be Brittany, which who says that? That's an odd combo. I don't know if this is a good or a bad combo. I mean, but yeah, we did it. We did it. Success. We got it, y'all. We did it. We're at 7,000. Thank you. You all are so amazing. We're at 7,000. The next big goal is going to be 10, but of course we're going to be all happy for every 1,000 we get. we always try to have fun. We always try to have fun. Always a good time. Keep it positive and fun, and lots of cool lizard and stuff. So, Florida man, I just don't want to. I don't know which one's a boy yet to name. I need to look at some of the older Gambino ones that are old enough to kind of tell. Actually, here, and this one's awake, and it's a male. Y'all ready to meet Florida man? Florida man. Are you ready? Because this one is for sure a male. Come here, you. This little guy, and he gets really cool looking too. He's just so baby. He's just a baby. But here we go. Here's Florida man. It's a Gambino gnarly Carly. Ooh. Florida man's getting a little perturbed about something. Florida man! I don't know that one. This one for sure is, because he's got him. Look at that. It's Florida man, guys. He still has his little hat on and everything. Here we go, Florida man. Florida man. There you go. Little cutie. There you go, Florida man. Okay. All right, everybody. I am going to attempt to get like... Wait, somebody on sub? Owlet. What do you expect me to do? I'm inside. I don't have access to a New York time ball. Sir, did you unsubscribe, Turd Bucket? Just for that, I has a feeling. Okay. We're not. We already got it, you guys. All right. We just named a baby Florida man. We just named a baby Florida man. I hope to not have this many that forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're looking for homes eventually. I don't know. No. All right, everybody. Thank you for coming on and hanging out. I'll be back on later. I'll label it. Oh, I know who he is. Florida man. We know who he is. And I will see you all later. Maybe I'll even have my website done. Maybe I'll live stream, do my website, because I'm doing that on my laptop, and we'll watch Chameleons while I'm doing that. Who knows? We'll figure it out. All right, y'all. See you. Good night. Good morning. See ya. I will. See y'all. Until next time.